it makes me sad to talk about my dad and me having a bad relation. Like, I wish there would be hugs and kisses and love and caring, but then my dad would have to be another person. Like, he is what he is, and there is little or no love there. Like, there's just this very mechanical, technical stuff, like me being his daughter biologically, and my dad is the type of a person who just wants me to get a job, to get work, and to get me to work basically, and go to school and study and get education. And I understand him, but he didn't understand my problems when I was younger. Like, in school, I dropped out from school, and basically it was high school. So I dropped out. Like, when I was 17, I couldn't do it any longer, and I suffered from the anxiety, and I didn't have any pills back then. And my dad didn't understand, and my brother didn't either. So I was the scapegoat basically, and yes, um, did I search for validation when I was like seeking attention from this older man, like who was over 20 years older than me? It wasn't really his age, I think, though. It was just a stranger, and I had fun with a stranger. And I didn't care about the age, like, like the age gap. Like, it was just fun, like the way it was. And but yes, attention I was searching for. Another thing is, I dream a lot about that balcony and the people being there on that balcony that were those days. Like, it had a lot of emotion there to me, and I realized that I get triggered a lot. And I see on my Facebook, I see these things, posts coming there, like your triggers show you where you need healing. And and that's true for me. Like, I would get triggered when I saw them on that balcony together, and it just made me realize how alone I was and lonely I was. So then it like turned it into a situation where I was like getting attention from someone who was over 20 years older than me, and then eventually him taking contact with me, and then us starting to meet. And that wasn't really my plan. My plan was just to get his attention. So I was underage those days. I was 16, I was 17. But he took contact with me when I was 18, about to turn 19. So I was almost 19, but I was a teenager still. So it's just crazy how life goes like that. And it has been like such a journey. Like, it has been I don't know. Like, I don't know if I suffer from ADHD or something. Like, I had a little bit like OCD about me talking all about this, and then it wouldn't film it, like, so I had to go and check that it's actually filming this. So it would be so waste of, like, emotion, everything perfectly being said, and then it wouldn't film anything. So yes, I don't know if I have ADHD or is it borderline personality disorder spectrum that I'm on, or like borderline, if I have that. But definitely I've been a little bit impulsive, and I have never been like, cutting myself. Like, it's more like it goes outwards, like, you know, my anger, aggression goes like onto others, so they get to feel the pain that I'm suffering from. So, but like, and by the way, he was also narcissistic, or like impulsive, and also had ADHD type of traits. So that was interesting as well. But like, I forgot what I was talking about. I'm worried that this is not filming anymore, but I'm gonna take a risk because I'm not gonna get up. Okay, I'm gonna go and get up. Still filming, so so in this moment, whore, that song is the image that I had going on, that I'm very like slutty, and that I'm very like promiscuous and very sexual and very into sex, and very much like into all these BDSM stuff, and I liked on that stuff on Facebook. And again, I didn't care about my reputation, so I had this image of being like this. But what is really going on is what people don't know, and this is the crazy thing. So I would give this reputation of me like being like sexual and everything, but what was really going on, like my dad thought that we had sex and maybe and and everything, because I was getting ready in the bathroom, and then I went outside, and then I came back late home, like we're talking 11 p.m 12 a.m. So see, I was meeting this one person in that social environment, and it was during the time when I was meeting this older man. So when we saw the last time, so it was when I was 19, 20. So I just, all this stuff is coming up to the surface again for me to deal with. So yes, I will give off this image on Facebook and to my dad, and it's just a snowball that just started. And to this man that was older than me, probably his ex-girlfriend, she may have thought something about me. I don't know, but I gave this image of me that I'm slutty and I'm a whore and I'm something dirty, and what was really going on is Christina Aguilera, genie in a bottle. Like, we never had sex. And that's the plot twist here. That, isn't it interesting? Like, I have Scorpio ascendant and I'm a Virgo sun. So, genie in a bottle, you gotta rub me the right way if you wanna be with me. Baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Gotta rub me the right way, honey. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on now, let me out. So I'm really Christina Aguilera, genie in a bottle. Like that I really relate to. And I don't know how public I want to be with my sexual like situation. But let's just say, let me just think about it for a couple of seconds. So the image I'm portraying is not maybe the truth. So I may not be so sexually experienced as I like portrayed. And so my dad thinks I'm this and that, and I'm really more innocent than that. So that's something. And also when I would get so angry at my mom and I would lash out on her and be so aggressive, my dad started protecting my mom eventually from me. Like, he thought I was being really horrible. Like, he thought I was a bully in school. Like, it wasn't me being bullied, but me being a bully because I was so angry and aggressive. So I gave off this image of me being a crazy, violent person, sexual whore, and like, all these crazy things. And I'm really not that. Like, I'm just trying to protect myself and defend myself, and I just want love and attention and caring. And I just went and met him, this older man, and I didn't really like plan a wedding, and I didn't really want to be a slut. Like, it wasn't either of them. Like, it was neither of the, any of those. I just wanted attention from someone and love and caring, and so I went and met him because I didn't want to lose the only attention I had and contact with a person. So a male, like, like getting that close contact with. So yes. Genie in a bottle, like, you gotta rub me the right way. So I've actually been really, like, he didn't get any sex from me, like, and we met like 3 years. So so I was really being difficult, and so, but that nobody knew about. So it's interesting how it was the opposite, actually, than from what the image of me was. So I gave off this really hard, tough image, but really I'm more innocent than that. So so that's interesting. So hormones racing at the speed of light, but that don't mean it's gotta be tonight. Baby, baby, baby. Ooh, my body say let's go. Ooh, but my heart say no. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. If you wanna be with me, baby, make your wish come true. You gotta do a big impression. I gotta like what you do. Something like that. I don't remember the lyrics. Like, so I'm being really difficult. Like, I'm just a difficult child. I'm like a difficult person. Like, that's what the principal was like in school as well. Like, oh, Julia, we have other things to deal with, like, not just your problems. So yes. I think this will sum it up. So I have to practice like this, but yes, I'm more innocent than what I portrayed as being. So yes. When it comes to my dad relation, like, I meet him nowadays and we are okay, and I don't think he sees me as a whore anymore. So but that's just something to think about. Like, it's like if you're a porn star Like, I don't know how your dad is gonna feel about that, you know? You can affect your relations to your parents by your choices in life. So, me being so promiscuous-ish, like, you know, being a little bit extra, being a little bit sexual, made me kind of like into an adult porn star. Like, you know, like it affected my relation to my dad. Like, definitely did. Like, he started seeing me as something less worthy. And if you want to have a relation to your dad, then maybe don't do that type of stuff. But I didn't have one to begin with either. But like, it went worse. Like, and I was still living with them and depending on the food I got from there. So I had to go there to my home, my childhood home, and then my dad relation was how it was. And yes. And if your dad, your father, you know, are a typical man, they might be into porn and stuff like that, and they might see women as porn stars, you know, like 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 they, I don't know if they really respect those women, and they can easily put you into that category, like, oh, you're just like them, like, you know, if they see any signs of you being like sexual and stuff like that. So what I mean is that your image and your relation to your relatives and friends might get affected, you know, by your lifestyle. So that's something that affected my relation to my dad. So that's a lot. Like, this is a lot. I'm trying to think like what I want to be public about, because I talk a lot when I start opening up, and then there's a lot of editing to do. Like, you know, we don't want that to go on YouTube. So yes, just a little bit chilling here and relaxing, and then I'm gonna end it here. I wish I could see when the camera doesn't film anymore. It bothers me, like me not knowing, so I have to keep on getting up and checking. Like, I don't see anything, I just see the cameras. So what a day and what a life and what a journey. We need vodka here, like, you know. When it comes to that journey I did with this one man, like, I wouldn't change anything because it really made me grow that much. But I don't say never. But I don't think I'm gonna repeat it. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, like, let's just sometimes do some crazy stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? But let's do some stupid shit, yeah. Messing with the dude. Let's do some stupid shit, yeah. Like, girlicious. You dirty, dirty baby, are you down, yeah? So let's go do some stupid shit. To hell with that, yeah. You dirty, dirty baby, are you down, yeah? So real is the most important, like being real and honest. But we want to have an image, and sometimes protecting that as well. So this is perfect. Let's just relax here. So yeah, I wish I was more beautiful. Like, you know, that's where it started, this video from. Like, I like to sometimes film myself and or take photos and see how I look like, and I was terrified. Like, so, but when I talk and my eyes open up, it looks better. But there's a long way to being like perfectly beautiful. Like, but yes, then I wanted to talk about that thing with that man and my relation to my dad, because I started talking about that on my Facebook profile and I was inspired. So it's still filming. Oh my god. So I'm a little bit experienced, but not in that way. Like my body count is really low, like obviously. So and that's the irony here. Like it's like that Christina Aguilera genie in a bottle. Like it's not in this moment whore. It's actually genie in a bottle, Christina Aguilera. So I feel like I'm on media or something. Like, you know, like my image has been portrayed as being so sexual and crazy, experienced, and you know, and then it's like so innocent actually. And I'm kind of cute and lovely, sweet girl, like, you know, like Christina Aguilera, genie in a bottle, like, you know. And I think that's my thing nowadays. Like I'm not that having that sexual image anymore. Like I'm more like being innocent and young, and that sounds creepy, but like teenager-ish, like, you know. That's kind of like my thing, like, you know, it suits me, but it's not gonna suit me forever, so I'm living it up now. Like when I'm 35 and up, I can't be that cute innocent anymore. Like my face is gonna be something else than that. So as long as my face looks young, it's gonna be young. So I kind of like that, enjoy that image now that I have. I put a lot of like less makeup pictures of me, or no makeup I mean, and me being innocently smiling and innocently laughing and just being like that innocent. So what's up? Yes, it's Monday and I have editing to do, so I'm gonna edit this and yes, bye.